With all the news being released recently and what we have been able to get from the trailer, I wanted to release my college football 25 wish list. With that being said, I did order the MVP bundle already, so that includes both Madden and NCAA 25. I know it's called college football 25, but I'm calling it NCAA 25. I don't care. But by the way, if you're on Xbox, they don't charge you right away. I was expecting that $150 charge, but I ended up only getting hit with a $0 charge just to see that my card was, I guess, eligible. But jumping into the wish list, I want to see proper position labeling and depth customization. So at the college level, we see great players placed everywhere. In the trailer, we got to see Travis Hunter playing both cornerback and wide receiver. So I hope that is possible for every single player in the game. I remember watching Isaiah Simmons at Clemson. He was playing safety, linebacker, edge, all in the same game. This is a hallmark of the old NCAA games, and I need to see this in the next game. I love being able to put explosive quarterbacks at kick returner or punt returner. I remember putting Tavon Austin at quarterback, stuff like that. It used to be a lot of fun. Then on top of that, we should not see left/right positions. We should just get edge, linebacker, D line on offense or on defense, excuse me. And then on the offensive side of the ball, I would like to see something like skill, big skill, O line, and let us customize from there. I shouldn't get docked overall points for moving my safety to cornerback. They just tend to have more similar skills at the college level. Moving forward, custom conferences. We have already gotten word that custom team creator will be in the game, but I hope we are able to change the structure of existing conferences. If I want to go and make the old Pac-10 conference or flash back to how the Pac-12 was a couple of years ago before everyone started to leave, I should be able to do that. I grew up a Virginia Tech fan too, and super early on they used to be in the Big East. It has since disbanded, but they used to have teams like Virginia Tech, Miami, West Virginia, Syracuse. I remember Louisville being in there as well. So something like that should be possible. That was a relatively quick one. But another super quick one I think that would be fun is an expandable college football playoff. I think most people would want it to be expandable, so I guess I should just say customizable college football playoff. I don't think it'll ever happen in real life, but imagine a 32 or 64 team playoff in a football video game. It would give that March Madness feel. I'd even be happy if they were to allow us to go up to the 16 to 24 teams, because I know next season college football they're going to do the 12 team for the first time ever. But I think allowing us to customize that would be super fun. I think it'll be a little bit crazy when the number one seed Alabama goes and marches over to Ohio to play the number 64 seed. That would be a little bit of a bloodbath, but I think after that first initial round, it would be a lot of fun. But on the flip side, I don't know how many people would want to do this, but if you want to shrink the college football playoff and maybe go back to the old BCS days when only the top two teams are able to play in the championship, I think that would be pretty cool as well. Or even flashback to how it is been previously with the four teams. I think that would be a lot of fun too. And then moving forward, Playbook Diversity. I know that they have already announced that each team will have a unique playbook, but coming from EA, like, what does that really mean? Like, does that really mean anything to us? They have given us so many empty promises over the years. So it's one of those things where I have to see it to believe it. All the service academies run the triple option, and we did see that in the cinematic trailer released yesterday. So that does kind of give us some hope. But on top of that, I should be able to tell the difference between, say, Lincoln Riley's air raid and Chip Kelly's spread. I know it'll be tough with the 100-plus teams, but we have waited a decade for this title. I don't care if I have to delete every other game on my console because College Football 25 comes out to be 500-plus gigabytes. I will do that. We need to see the playbooks actually differ from team to team. And this also plays in a dynasty. The more that playbooks differ and the more diversity we get, the more customizable our custom playbooks are going to be able to be. Like if I want to be a power spread team or I want to be an air raid team, a run and shoot team, I should have all of that at my fingertips for the game. And then moving forward, another big one that I think would kind of be easily implementable is spring ball. We know from yesterday that we will get to see things like the transfer portal and the ability to manage your schedule to maintain a solid GPA. I think spring ball would add another layer on top of this. Imagine after a disappointing true freshman season, you transfer to a new school and you get to dominate your new team in spring ball. This can help you move up the depth chart and then maybe fight for that starting spot. On the dynasty side of things, it will give us the ability to see our new transfers before we actually have to suit up in the fall. The spring game is a big part of the college experience, and I think EA should have it in the upcoming game. even if it's just something as small as the Madden mini games, where you kind of see like the wide receiver versus DB, stuff like that. I think it would be cool to see in the game. It would just add that extra element of realism. I know they don't ever really hit in those game modes, so I don't know, maybe two hand touch mini games. We just need some type of spring ball in the game. And then moving forward, early enrollees. So in real life, we commonly see top recruits graduate from high school a semester early. We saw with Arch Manning, for example. Even though he was technically a high school senior when he was participating in the Texas spring game, he was able to do that before his true freshman season. Obviously, this would only make sense to have in the game if what I kind of mentioned earlier with the spring game was actually a thing in the game. So other than that, those are the major things that I want to see. So now I'm going to move over and kind of rattle off some of the quick ones. So starting off, National Signing Day visual. Kids, they kind of go crazy nowadays with who they're committing to. So I think at the bare minimum, we can kind of get a screenshot of us putting on a hat for our Road to Glory player. I haven't heard anything about a Heisman mode. I can't remember if this is NCAA 13 or 14, which you were able to go over and through past Heismans and kind of play out their Heisman season. I think that would be fun. We need to see juniors leaving school a year early to go to the NFL. We haven't heard anything about NIL, so that needs to be in the game. And then, kind of with the whole team builder thing, I want an actual stadium creator, not just some pre-built stuff where they throw the logo you made on in the middle. This needs to be kind of similar to MLB The Show if you ever played that game. I think in between weeks when you're kind of going crazy, I want magazine covers, kind of how you get on NBA 2K in my career. I think that would be fun. And then we need the more college-specific formations, bunch quads, a bunch of different RPOs, unique motions, all of that stuff. And then another one when it comes to the high school or the team builder is we need to have that feature kind of ported down to high school Road to the Glory. I think it was at least in NCAA 14 where you were able to create your own high school and add logos and stuff like that. So it would be cool if we were able to do that at the high school level and then maybe even make a whole conference of high schools so people you play against kind of play out the real life stuff. I'm from the Maryland area, so there's a bunch of big schools like Gonzaga where Caleb Williams went, DeMatha, where Marshawn Lloyd and Chase Young, guys like that went. So I think that would be an awesome feature to add to the game. So that's going to be it from me. I try to keep these as realistic as possible, but there's definitely some stuff I left out. If there's anything in particular that you feel I left out, you should go ahead and comment it. But if you stayed this far, thank you for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next one.